Hi friends, as content creators, one of the ways we can make our videos more accessible to a global audience is providing some translated subtitles in different languages. Now this is usually quite complicated and time consuming to do, and this is probably the reason why I generally don't do it. But now with Wondershare Filmora, we get some AI which can do all the heavy lifting for us and is built into the video editor. So how do we do it? Well, let's find out in this video.
Okay, so let me now show you how to use the voice-to-text feature inside Wondershare Filmora for being able to automatically generate some subtitles in a different language. So here is my project in Wondershare Filmora. I just dragged in some random clip that I have on my machine just for demonstration purposes only. So we need to just obviously put it on the timeline, and then we need to right-click on the selected clip. So I'm just going to choose a few seconds of this particular clip rather than the entire timeline just to save a bit of time. And then we go to the options saying speech to text, logically enough. We then see this dialog. Now here is where we choose the language of the audio being recorded. So I'm going to choose English as surprise, surprise, I'm English and from the UK. Now underneath we have the option to choose a language that we want the subtitles to be translated to, or no translation if we don't actually want the text translated. So I'm just going to stick with no translation for the moment. And then we pick whether we want the process to run on the whole timeline or just the selected clip. So I'm just going to choose the clip for now. And then we choose whether we want the text as a separate subtitle file, which is an SRT file, or embedded into the video. Now if you choose this SRT file, then you'll be able to translate it independently by maybe a human, for example, and then you can upload it for the subtitles on YouTube. So I'm going to choose the SRT option. I'm now going to start the process off. So it's going to go off and it's going to do its thing, transcoding and uploading to the cloud for processing. So you'll need to be connected to the internet for it to work. You should then come back and produce some subtitles in just a moment. So let's pause the video and I'll resume when it's finished. Okay, so it's now finished, and if I close the dialog, we can see that we have some subtitles appearing. So let me just play a few seconds of this video so that you can hear it. So if we just click a circle, we then get a random circle appearing. So that's okay, so there we go. That's how you easily produce some subtitles for your video automatically in Wondershare Filmora. Now it's actually created a separate track, so what I can do is I can now export this as a separate SRT file, and then we can find it in the File Explorer. I can then open that file in some text editor and make the changes if needed, and then upload it to YouTube as a subtitle file. But what about translating? So let's now look at that option. We can right click on the subtitle track and then choose AI translation. Now I could choose to translate from English, say, to German, for example. And then it's going to translate the subtitles and create the translation as another subtitle track. Now this could prove useful, as we could repeat the process to produce a number of different translations of languages that we could then upload to YouTube. Another way is to do the translation in one go while transcribing the audio. So I'm going to click speech to text once more and go back to this dialog again. And this time we can choose which language to produce the translated subtitles while it's doing the transcribing. So I'm going to pick Spanish here and then hit generate. So off it goes to start doing the process like before. And when it's finished, this time it will give us the subtitles in Spanish only. So let's just give it a moment to finish. Okay, so it's now finished, so we should be able to just close this dialog down. Let's play a few seconds of the clips, and you can see that we have the translated text at the bottom. We also have the English subtitles as well above, so we now have two clips. So we've got the translated and the original. So I can just go ahead and delete the appropriate ones we need, and we can leave it as is. Now of course we can just export this SRT files as we did before with the Spanish version, also the English version if I want.
Okay friends, well of course if that video is useful, let's now start to try and do some subtitles in our videos using this feature, and we're going to make our videos a lot more globally accessible. Of course, if the video is useful, don't forget to hit that big nice red subscribe button for me, and if you have any questions, of course let me know in the comments. Take care, and I'll see you soon on another video.